Hello everyone and welcome back to the Houston Texans franchise. It's time for the regular season of Season 2 to get underway, and the first thing we're talking about is how best we can combat the Tom Brady-less Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are starting PJ Walker in place of Tom Brady, so we went with disrupting the pass here, so allow 200 or less passing yards. I don't really know how possible that is, even with PJ Walker being their starter. And then the other thing to talk about is Tyler Gibson, who has earned the starting position, at the very least, for Week 1 for the Houston Texans. And, you know, I'm not expecting him to carry the team. That's Dameon Pierce's job. But I do expect that he can do some cool things on the ground, possibly. I really liked how the offense played with Cam Newton at the end of last season, so that's part of why I like Tyler Gibson a lot, is he brings that to the team. At wide receiver, we've got DJ Chark and Nico Collins, John Mechie, Clyde Rosenberg, and Shamir Duggins. And here is the offensive line. At tight end, as I skipped over quickly, Stephon Streets, Brett Redding, Brevin Jordan, and Chris Avery, who was moved to tight end. Ken Carter's the right guard. Titus Howard is the right tackle. And then moving on to the defensive line, Bernard Camp is the left end, Jonathan Grenard the right, Malik Collins and Brian Good to start in the interior of the defensive line. And Brian Good will be the main focus there. At left outside linebacker, it's actually going to be one of either Blake Cashman or Christian Harris. Middle linebacker is Christian Kirksey. At corner, we've got Desmond King, Derek Stingley, Akella Witherspoon, and Steven Nelson. John Bronson did make the team, but he probably won't play much other than maybe kick returning. MJ Stewart and Miles Hartsfield are the free safeties, and then at strong safety, of course, is Jalen Petrie. The strengths of the upcoming draft class are right tackle and outside linebacker, two big needs for us going into the following season. And I'm going to go ahead and say that we're not going to do a whole lot better than 7 wins again this season, as, you know, the team I think has improved, but on paper still not quite there, as Nico Collins has sprained his ACL and will miss this game, and Randall Covington, the preseason standout, will miss this game with a ruptured disc. But we will get underway here in Season 1 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Tyler Gibson getting the first start of his career, but that's the man right there, Dameon Pierce. Defense slightly improved, I would say, with the additions to the defensive line, although we are pretty weak at linebacker. Of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are without Tom Brady, PJ Walker, the new starter there. Still a very capable offense with people like Chris Godwin and Mike Evans and Leonard Fournette, and a really good defense. Like, this is not a slouch of a team. It's still a really good team on paper. They just maybe don't have the quarterback of the future like they want. And PJ Walker will be the starter for at least the start of this season as we are underway here in Tampa Bay. Shamir Duggins will be the kick returner for the Houston Texans for this season. He brings this one out to the 21, and that's where Tyler Gibson and this Houston Texans offense will take over for the first time this season. Really excited to see what Tyler Gibson can do. The offense moved by far the best when he was on the field in the preseason, and even though his overall may not show it, I think he may be our best option at the quarterback position for this season. Obviously, maybe not the ideal situation, but we will make do with what we've got. And on 1st and 10, it's a read option. Tyler Gibson will keep, and he's got a good run past the 35, and he fumbles the ball. It's recovered by the Buccaneers, but the foot was out of bounds. The Buccaneers will not recover this one, as I believe that was Antoine Winfield on the recovery, and his foot was on the line. So now 1st and 10 from the 33 for Tyler Gibson, and he'll hand it off to Dameon Pierce this time. He was a workhorse for us in his rookie season, and he gets a 4-yard carry to start this one. On 2nd and 6, across the middle, it's Stephon Streets, but he can't bring this one in. That'll set up a 3rd down. We'll take a look at the draft class. For whatever reason, it says we drafted Gabriel Generals in the 4th round. That's just not true. He was an undrafted free agent. And Tyler Gibson looks to throw this time, finds John Mechie, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down marker. And that's going to be 4th and 1 for the Texans. We do like to go for it a lot on 4th down, but we will elect not to this time, and we will allow PJ Walker and this Buccaneers offense to take the field for the first time today. They're in sort of a similar situation as us, having just lost their sort of franchise quarterback, and now just kind of working with what they've got. P.J. Walker will hand off to Leonard Fournette, who breaks a couple tackles and has a big run. A good punt that put them at the 5, now negated, and they're already to the 27. A great run there from Leonard Fournette, eventually tackled by Derek Stingley. On 1st and 10 from the 27, another handoff Fournette, but this time brought down by Christian Harris. Only a pickup of 2. 2nd and 8 now, another handoff to Lenny Fournette, and he's brought down once again by Christian Harris, and will gain nothing this time. So setting up a 3rd and 8 for P.J. Walker, who's back to pass. And he's running to his right, but he's going to be sacked on this play. That's Brian Good and Jonathan Grenard in on the sack. The rookie Brian Good making a big impact here early in game number 1. The Texans will take over after a bad punt puts them at the 47. First play is a handoff to Dameon Pierce, and he's to the 45, eventually brought down. 2nd and 7 now, as John Mechie has another reception, and it's a pickup of 6, and that'll set up a much more manageable 3rd and 1, and it'll be another read option. Let's see if Tyler Gibson cannot fumble this time. He barely got the first down, as a matter of fact. Did not fumble, though. That's really all you can ask for. 1st and 10 from the 37. Tyler Gibson back to throw again, and this time he's sacked, laid out by Vita Vea and Shaq Barrett, as it's going to set up a 2nd and 19. A fake to Ty Johnson. Across the middle of the field, that's Brevin Jordan, and he's got a big juke, and he's to the 15. Brevin Jordan, big gain, and now inside the 20 go the Houston Texans. From 1st and 10 at the 15, Gibson across the middle, it's dropped. That's Chris Avery, who is an undrafted free agent that made the team. And Dameon Pierce, a big cutback here, and he's got the first down and a little bit more. To the 5-yard line go the Texans. A great run there from Dameon Pierce after a huge cutback. Ty Johnson's in the game now, and it's going to be a read option. Tyler Gibson, only green in front of him. Touchdown, Texans. This is part of why we are starting Tyler Gibson, is he does give us that true dual threat ability. We can hand it off to Dameon Pierce or Ty Johnson, or we can keep it with Tyler Gibson. This time we do the latter, and he rewards us with a touchdown. 7-0 Texans as P.J. Walker retakes the field from the 25 out of the shotgun to the middle of the field. That one's caught by Godwin. He's brought down after a pickup of 6. On 3rd and 4 from the 31, P.J. Walker looks to throw, and he runs into Steven Nelson, the blitzing DB, and he goes down sacked for the 2nd time today, setting up 4th down. Just a free blitzer there. We sent 5 on the defensive line, and then Nelson as well. And the Texans will take over after forcing another punt. A handoff this time to Dameon Pierce, and he's got a short gain, a pickup of 4, 22 yards on the day so far. And Tyler Gibson on the designed run is met quickly by Vita Vea and Shaq Barrett, not letting him go anywhere. And that'll set up a 3rd and 7. And Gibson back to throw to the middle of the field. That's John Mechie, and he's a little bit short of the first down marker. The route did not quite bring him past that first down line. And on 4th and a long one, the Texans will elect to go for it. And I didn't like what I saw here, so we're switching it up, going to Dameon Pierce, and it's blown up in the backfield. That's Shaq Barrett once again, and the Buccaneers will take over from the 42. It's a risk-reward type of thing. Normally those 4th downs work really well for us, but not this time. Leonard Fournette on the carry after that, blown up by Christian Kirksey, only a pickup of 1. On 3rd and 9 now, Walker looks to throw, has all kinds of time to the right side. It's caught by Godwin. A good pickup there. To the 27 are the Buccaneers, nearly in the red zone already after the good starting field position. A fake to Leonard Fournette, and across the middle of the field, wide open is Mike Evans, and he's brought down by Akella Witherspoon, but he does have a big gain to the 5-yard line as the first quarter comes to a close. 7-0 in favor of the Texans. Looking really good to this point. And on 1st and goal from the 5 to start the second quarter, it'll be a handoff to Leonard Fournette. He's brought down after a pickup of 1. Christian Kirksey, probably the best tackler on the team, brings him down. 2nd and goal from the 4. Another handoff to Fournette. Nobody's going to stop him this time. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A huge hole up the middle. Leonard Fournette just punches that one right in. And this is going to be a tie ball game. As, yeah, like I said, huge hole up the middle. Just everyone blocked. Nothing really you can do there. The Texans take back over from the 25 after the kickoff. In the backfield is Dameon Pierce, and we will go to him, but he is brought down instantly And it'll be 2nd and 12 after the loss of 2. And that's Clyde Rosenberg on the pitch. And he's got some running room to the right side. Only a pickup of about 7, but makes it a 3rd and 5 instead of a 3rd and long. Gibson looks to throw across the middle. That's John Mechie. And this time he has first down yardage on that same route that he didn't get enough on last time. Setting up a first down, but now fast forward to 2nd and 10. So handoff to Dameon Pierce. And nothing doing again. Doesn't quite lose a yard, but doesn't gain anything either. It'll be 3rd and 10 now. Tyler Gibson looks to throw across the middle. It's caught by Stephon Streets, brought down by Devin White. And it's going to be 4th and 1 from a very similar spot. We're going to go for it once again. And from the 45, Tyler Gibson on the QB sneak. He's got the first down. And that's what we should have done on the previous 4th down attempt. And Ty Johnson on the carry also goes nowhere. Vita Vea has just been an absolute menace to this point. 3rd and 12 now, a fake. Tyler Gibson dumps this one off. That's John Mechie once again. He's got a lot of receptions on the day. All for short yardage, but has been productive at the very least. And now it's 4th and 2, and the Texans are going to go for it again. And across the middle, it's Stephon Streets. He's got pretty sure hands. And this time he's got a first down to go along with him. And the Texans continue to move the change nearly to the 40-yard line. A handoff to Dameon Pierce. And he's got a pickup of about 4, setting up a 2nd and 6. 5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Gibson looks to throw across the middle, under some pressure, finds John Mechie, who has been by far the favorite target to this point. That's going to be another first down for the Texans, and they're to the 20-yard line. Dameon Pierce out of the shotgun takes the carry, and he's got a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7 now. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to play. Raheem Mostert. Didn't see any of him really in the preseason, but he did make the team. And he's got a pickup of 5 here. And a fake to Dameon Pierce. Tyler Gibson, he'll roll to his left. Throwing off his back foot. Gets that close to Stephon Streets, but it falls incomplete. 4th and 2, Dameon Pierce on the carry, and he's got a big run. He doesn't want to go down. And he's to the 6, first down Texans. 2.5 minutes left to play here in the half. Gibson back to throw. To the middle of the field, it's John Mechie again. He's got a touchdown. Big touchdown for the Texans. A great drive there, a very long drive. And John Mechie, who has been the favorite target of Tyler Gibson to this point, gets a touchdown to go along with it. 14-7 now for the Texans. 2.5 minutes left to play for PJ Walker and company to try to get some extra points on the board before the half. And Walker will look to throw. He has all kinds of time. He's going to step up in the pocket, looks to run, and slides in front of Christian Harris. A pickup of 7 on that carry. To the 2-minute warning now. PJ Walker out of the shotgun. Looking to throw. And he's going to run straight in to Jonathan Grenard. He led the team in sacks last season. He's picking up right where he left off. PJ Walker looking to throw again. Runs into Jonathan Grenard once more and throws this at the feet of Christian Harris. And the Buccaneers will have to punt it away. And crucially, there's still 1.5 minutes on the clock. Tyler Gibson takes over. He'll find Clyde Rosenberg on this reception. He's to the 19. It's 2nd and 4. The clock will continue to run. 1 minute left to play. Gibson to throw again. Finds Dameon Pierce. A big gain this time on the Dameon Pierce route. And that'll set up another 1st and 10 for the Texans. Out of the shotgun now, Raheem Mostert in the backfield. It's going to be a screen to him. Outruns Vita Vea and does not get out of bounds. And the clock will continue to tick down. 30 seconds left to play now in the first half. A reception to Stephon Streets. He's got the first down, but not a big gain. 30 seconds left to play. 11 seconds. I'm definitely mismanaging the clock. DJ Chark on the reception, but only 4 seconds left to play. Definitely should have called a timeout on the play just before that one. We'll let McLaughlin give this a try. From 63, it's up, and it is good. Chase McLaughlin showing off the leg. The wind was against him, and he makes a 63-yard field goal to give us a 17-7 lead heading into the half. Pretty incredible kick there from the new kicker acquisition of the Texans. Moving on to halftime, I'm going to let these halftime reports play here in the second season, as sometimes it's cool to see the storylines that are maybe going on around the league. The Titans and Lewis Winter blow up the Miami Dolphins, And Lewis Winter played pretty well, 14 for 17, 210, and 2 touchdowns. Obviously a guy that I considered trading for, but ended up to a division rival. And the Vikings are taking on the Rams in LA, and the Vikings currently up by 2 touchdowns. Kirk Cousins having a really good day in the first half. Justin Jefferson, 4 receptions for 40 and a touchdown. And then the last one we'll look at is the Jags versus the Colts. And the Colts have won that one in a closely contested game. Carson Wentz is the Colts quarterback once again. So just to put that in perspective, he went Eagles, Colts for a year, Commanders for a year, back to the Colts. So just an interesting storyline there as Carson Wentz back with the Colts once again. Obviously, Matt Ryan did not stick around for more than that one season. Starting the second half, the Buccaneers will start with the ball. 1st and 10 from the 25. Walker running to his right. An inaccurate throw falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, as out of the shotgun with Leonard Fournette in the backfield. P.J. Walker throws right side, and it's caught wide open and out of bounds go the Buccaneers. To the 42, already a big pickup there. 2nd and 9 now for the Bucs. P.J. Walker looking to throw right side, looking down the field, and it's knocked away. Good defense there from the Texans. On 3rd and 9 from the 41 now, P.J. Walker will, of course, look to throw. And all kinds of time. Just dumps this one off for whatever reason. And the Buccaneers do not get enough yardage for the first down. 4th and 7. And they'll punt it away. Did not elect to attempt the long field goal. And now Tyler Gibson and the Texans will take over from the 10. Handoff, Dameon Pierce. He's got a big gain here, and he's to the 24 already. A pickup of 14 there for Dameon Pierce. 11 for 46. Pretty good day for him to this point. 1st and 10 now, as this will be a read option, a run pass option rather, as John Mechie makes the reception and then is forced out of bounds, but a good pickup nonetheless. John Mechie has had a lot of receptions today. We'll take a look at the Buccaneers roster now as P.J. Walker is quarterback 1. You might see some changes from the first offseason. Leonard Fournette is the halfback. Xander Harvath is the fullback. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Russell Gage, Jalen Darden are the wide receivers. Cade Otton and Irv Smith are the tight ends. Donovan Smith, left tackle. Quentin Spain, Ryan Jensen, Shaq Mason, and Tristan Wirfs round out the offensive line. Logan Hall at left end, Amani Bledsoe at the right end. Vita Vea and Solomon Thomas are the D tackles. Shaq Barrett is the left outside linebacker. They run a 3-4 defense, and they've definitely got the linebackers for it, as at middle linebacker they've got Levante David and Devin White, 2 very, very good middle linebackers. On the right side, it's Joe Tryon Shoyinka, and then at corner, it's Carlton Davis, as well as Darius Phillips and Braden Elston will round out the 3 cornerbacks. And then as for your safeties, they've got Antoine Winfield and Mike Edwards. From 3rd and 5, Tyler Gibson looks to throw a huge blitz, leaves the middle of the field wide open. DJ Chark makes the reception. Tyler Gibson looking really good to this point. 1st and 10, Texans to the 47. Handoff this time to Dameon Pierce, and he's up the gut, but not a whole lot there. Only a pickup of 3. 3rd and 6 now. Gibson across the middle finds Clyde Rosenberg, using that speed to get near the 30-yard line. They'll mark it just short at the 31. Another first down for the Texans. And on this play, it'll be a handoff. Dameon Pierce, a huge running lane up the middle, and a big user truck there as Dameon Pierce showing off the muscle to the 15-yard line. Ty Johnson will give him a break, and he won't get the carry because Tyler Gibson will, but he's chased down by Levante David, who's just a little bit too fast. Logan Hall injured on the play. 2nd and 6 across the middle. Stephon Streets is wide open. He's got a first down. He's inside the 5 for the Texans. Stephon Streets, the big tight end drafted this year, showing off what he's got right now. This will be a fake to Dameon Pierce. Rolling right is Tyler Gibson. Inaccurate throw on the run. And it'll set up 2nd and goal from the 3. It's going to be a handoff. Dameon Pierce, and nobody's even going to come close to touching him. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce picking up right where he left off last season as an absolute workhorse running back. And trying to jump into the crowd as always. Texans take a 24-7 lead as the Buccaneers have a lot to do to try to get back into this game And let's see if P.J. Walker can be that guy. 1st and 10 from the 25, a handoff to Leonard Fournette. He breaks a tackle, and he's going to juke out another defender, brought down eventually by Derek Stingley. But a pickup of more than 15 as our team just does not seem to know how to tackle. 1st and 10 now. It's going to be a draw to Leonard Fournette. He's got another big gain and another first down. Brought down by Ahkello Witherspoon. Donovan Smith injured on the play. On this play, a dump off to Russell Gage. And he's got a pickup of 5, setting up a 2nd and 5 from the 39 for the Buccaneers. P.J. Walker rolling to his left. He's going to be brought down by Christian Harris. And a little bit of help from Rasheem Green. Sets up a 3rd and inches. Walker looks to throw again across the middle. He's got Chris Godwin, and he's got a first down. Buccaneers making it look easy on this drive so far. 1st and 10 once again for them as the third quarter is starting to come to a close. 2.5 minutes left to play here in the third. And another big run to Leonard Fournette. MJ Stewart has to bring him down, stopping a possible touchdown, as we cannot stop the run here in the second half. 1st and goal now. Walker looks to throw. It's a screen designed for Leonard Fournette. A good block there, but brought down by Ahkello Witherspoon just short of the goal line. From the 2 are the Buccaneers. It's Rachaad White. He's blown up by Jonathan Grenard and Christian Kirksey, the 2 sort of reliable guys on the defense. 3rd and goal now. P.J. Walker wide open is Mike Evans. Not sure who was covering him. I think it may have been Ahkello Witherspoon, and he just did not keep up. The Texans shortened the lead, and it was Ahkello Witherspoon on the coverage there. Just did not keep up with Mike Evans. And the Buccaneers trying to make this comeback happen. Slowly but surely, and now within 10 points, 24-14. Shamir Duggins will be on the return. Gets this from the 4, and he sees a lane open up. Gets a big block from Gabe LeClaire. It's a foot race now to the 40, to the 30. The dive misses. It's only Braden Elston chasing him down. He's not going to get there. Touchdown, Texans. As Shamir Duggins, the undrafted free agent, immediately making an impact here in the regular season. A huge return for a touchdown. Strengthens our lead once again. And that made that signing completely worth it. Shamir Duggins, you've earned your spot on the Texans, my friend. And just like that, the Buccaneers will take back over 31-14. P.J. Walker will look to throw on 1st and 10. All kinds of time. Throws this right side. It's caught by Cade Otton, but he has to go out of bounds with the ball. Now 3rd and 6. 2 seconds left here in the third quarter. The last play of the third quarter is a throwaway by P.J. Walker. That brings the third quarter to an end, and it is 31-14 in favor of the Texans heading into the fourth. 12 minutes left to play. 4th and 6, the Buccaneers are going for it. P.J. Walker, all kinds of time, and a great throw. Mike Evans makes the reception. A phenomenal throw there from P.J. Walker. And a fresh set of downs for the Buccaneers. Walker will look to throw again. All kinds of time across the middle. He finds Evans once again. Didn't go to Evans a lot in the first half, but has gone to him a ton here in the second. And now it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 28 as Walker looks to throw again. And is running out of time, but jukes out 2 defenders, runs past Ahkello Witherspoon, and then is brought down by MJ Stewart. He ran through Malik Collins and Jonathan Grenard, I believe, just absolutely spitting out of their shoes. 2nd and goal now from the 5 after the big P.J. Walker run, and it's Leonard Fournette, and it's a touchdown for the Buccaneers. They really are trying to make this one interesting as they score rather quickly here in the fourth quarter. Leonard Fournette, 2nd touchdown on the day for him. Been hard to stop the run for us, as that's really not what our defense is about. In all honesty, our defense is just not very good, period. I expect us to not have a great defense for the majority of the season. Tyler Gibson takes back over from the 25. 1st and 10, Dameon Pierce on the carry. Just trying to chew clock, really, at this point, as we do still have that 10-point lead. On 2nd and 2, handed off to Dameon Pierce once again. He's got the first down, breaks a tackle, and is down at the 37. 82 yards on the day, and a touchdown for Dameon Pierce. 2nd and 10 now. Another handoff to Dameon Pierce. And he's got a pretty good carry once again. A pickup of 4, but sets up a 3rd and 6. And we'll look to throw here. Tyler Gibson on the throw. Finds Shamir Duggins, but he is short of the first down. It's 4th and 1 from the 46, and the Texans are going for it. A handoff, Dameon Pierce runs into Vita Vea, but has enough for the first down. And a big first down there for the Texans. Ty Johnson giving Dameon Pierce a bit of a break. Out of the backfield, has a carry here. Pickup of 4. And Dameon Pierce quickly back in the game. 3rd and 6 now, as Gibson will look to throw. This one's thrown late, and it's intercepted. That's Devin White on the interception. He's to the 30, the 20, and he's going to punch this in. A really bad mistake from Tyler Gibson has put the Buccaneers back in this game. This was thrown far, far too late to the left side of the field. Looking for Chris Avery over there, and Devin White able to jump the route due to the mistimed throw and gets a pick 6 out of it. And now, suddenly, the Buccaneers are within 3. Shamir Duggins, can he get another kickoff return touchdown? Not this time. He'll take a knee in the end zone. And at the 25, Tyler Gibson comes back out after a really bad interception. And this time it's a read option. He'll keep it on the ground. Tyler Gibson a pickup of 5 here. After the interception, we'll see what he can do on this drive. Dameon Pierce on the carry, a pickup of about 4 yards. And now it's going to be 3rd and 1. And it'll be another handoff to Dameon Pierce. He's got the first down and a little bit more. He's got to be one of the most reliable running backs in the NFL at this point. Yeah, he's just guaranteed to get yardage pretty much every time. 2nd and 8, we'll fast forward. Stephon Streets, a big gain, runs over one defender. That's Antoine Winfield he ran over. And he's to the 37 in Buccaneer territory. 1st and 10, handoff. Dameon Pierce breaks one tackle, but cannot outrun Levante David. Ends up losing 3 yards. A great effort from Dameon Pierce, but just nowhere to go. 2nd and 13, about 2 minutes left to play in the game. Chris Avery on the reception, blown up by Devin White, who has been all over the place today. Now 3rd and 8, a big 3rd down here for the Texans. 2-minute warning has come and gone. Tyler Gibson to throw, and it's knocked away. That's Carlton Davis on the knockaway. And the Texans will have to settle for a field goal on 4th and 8. And if you're any good at math, you will notice that we are only up by 6. A Buccaneers touchdown and extra point will take the lead. So it all comes down to the defense here. 1st and 10, under 2 minutes left to play. PJ Walker will look to throw, and wide open over the middle is Mike Evans, and he's brought down at the 47. A great start for the Bucs. PJ Walker, right side, misses Chris Godwin, who had nothing but green in front of him. 2nd and 10 now. Walker looks to throw, left side. It's caught by Leonard Fournette, who's blown up by Derek Stingley. Rasheem Green is injured on this play. 3rd and 6 now, as PJ Walker will look to throw once more. Left side, it's caught by Cade Otton. He's wide open there on the left side and then goes out of bounds. 1:13 left to play, and the Bucs are moving. PJ Walker looking to throw again. Across the middle, he misses his target. And that'll set up a 2nd and 10 from the 29. 1:09 left. PJ Walker trying to prove that he can replace the GOAT, Tom Brady. But not on this play. Runs straight into Jonathan Grenard, who now has 2 sacks on the day. 3rd and 17 now. PJ Walker wide open is Chris Godwin. Touchdown Buccaneers. He beat Desmond King off the line. He beat MJ Stewart deep. And the Buccaneers are going to take a lead, assuming they can make an extra point. The Texans have absolutely blown a huge lead and are now about to be down by 1 point. And indeed they are. It is 35-34 in favor of the Buccaneers after the blown coverage by Desmond King and MJ Stewart. Still 40 seconds left to play and 2 timeouts for the Texans. Duggins will bring this out of the end zone, trying to get another kick return, and should have just taken a knee, trying to do too much. Now the offense will start from the 16 instead of the 25. Time to see what Tyler Gibson is made of. On 2nd and 10 from the 16. Tyler Gibson down the middle of the field. It's Stephon Streets. A very tight window there for Tyler Gibson. The Texans call a timeout. A huge gain on 2nd down puts us nearly in field goal range. 1st and 10. out of the shotgun. 27 seconds left to play. Tyler Gibson takes the snap and looks to throw. Dumps it off to Dameon Pierce, who's brought down for no gain. And we'll have to burn our last timeout. Only 22 seconds left to play. Pretty much anything is going to have to go out of bounds. On 2nd and 10, Gibson to throw. John Mechie gets caught on his defender, but it falls incomplete, almost luckily, really. 3rd and 10 now. Gibson, it's going to be a fake to Dameon Pierce, and he will look across the middle for Duggins, and he makes the reception, but only 10 seconds left to play, and the clock hits 0 before the spike. The Texans lose the game. A great completion to Shamir Duggins. We only needed 1 more second on the clock, and we did not have it. A couple of mistakes there in terms of clock management, and a mistake from Shamir Duggins bringing that kickoff return out of the end zone. Clearly confident from the kickoff return touchdown he had earlier. And the Texans, after being up a lot, have blown the lead and will lose the first game of the season to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, falling to 0-1. Tyler Gibson, I thought, played pretty well. 273 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Obviously, the pick is completely my fault. I threw that throw way too late, which is a big part of why we lost. Dameon Pierce had 94 yards on the day. Not a bad showing from him at all. Leonard Fournette was really good. Our run defense is absolutely horrendous, and I knew it was going to be coming into the season. John Mechie, 8 for 57. Quiet in the second half, but had a really good first half. Stephon Streets was really active in this game. Mike Evans killed us in the second half. Chris Godwin killed us. Clyde Rosenberg was okay today. DJ Chark did not show up a ton. Shamir Duggins had a couple catches. Yeah, a really unfortunate loss to start the regular season. Definitely a game I feel like we should have won. A game that we were winning for the majority of it. But these losses, they happen. Live and learn. And we'll move on to the following week. But, of course, those types of losses always sting. And we did end up failing both of our challenges, really, because of that. So Tyler Gibson doesn't really get any boosts. He doesn't get any negative effects from this, though, but no boosts, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really excited to be starting season 2, and I hope you guys are too. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Helps me know to keep making these, and you should be expecting about 3 of these videos a week going forward. So appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the following week against the Lewis Winter led Titans.